What will President Buhari be remembered for? I remember him for 1983 to 1985. I was told the stories and read about him. I therefore actively campaigned against him in 2015 based on precedents. But the people who lived through his military dictatorship told us he was his chief of staff, Tunde Idiagbon, who did the great work of whipping the country into line and instilling discipline. So they were hoping President Buhari, a retired general, would use his military experience to end insecurity in Nigeria while allowing his vice, Yemi Osinbajo, whip the country into line legally and economically. I was right. Gunmen killed 2, abduct 3 is so common in the news these days, it no longer moves us. Human life is so cheap here. The president only addresses the insecurity when the numbers are high or it affects the elites. Many other times, he jumps on the presidential fleet to see his doctors abroad, while hundreds are being murdered daily across the country. None of these things surprise me. He's done worse than was imaginable, but I predicted these days. Don't tell me it wasn't predictable. How did President Buhari improve himself in the last 40 years? Which school of democracy and leadership did he go to? Or you think one just stops being a dictator by wearing agbada? I'm waiting for you to tell us. Integrity? The integrity that allows you cry when a bag of rice is 8,000 naira and be okay with your wife living abroad when the same bag of rice is 25,000 naira? No, I'm not concerned with his family issues. They'll be all right. I'm worried with the spate of insecurity in Nigeria today and the president's continued nonchalance. He keeps ordering the military to fish out gunmen. They've only been successful in the southeast. Nothing really changes. Nigerians are not deceived. President Buhari is not also bothered about how he'll be remembered. Just last week, he was used as an example of a leader not to be. That doesn't faze him. He even warned us that we shouldn't question him when he's out of office. 420 days to go. We're counting. In the last 7 years, we've only compared failure to failure. The power grid used to collapse 100 times before. Now it only collapses 20 times. Oh, Boko Haram used to bomb before. Now ISWAP only kills farmers. Cattle's lives are more valuable than human lives here. Preposterous. Uncanny. Religious leaders who wanted to stay out of politics are now voicing out as breakfast is being served around the country. Even the ones who hitherto kept quiet because of religious or ethnic affinity to the president. It's when your congregation are alive that you can preach to them. President Buhari will definitely be remembered for the Lekki massacre in 2020. Young Nigerians came to the street to protest police brutality, extortion and harassment, and he believed they were trying to remove him from office. How self-absorbed. Young Nigerians who are so carried away with who wins a Grammy, who deserves to be at the World Cup, English Premiership, and can't even be bothered with politics. My goodness. Well, he succeeded in getting them angry enough to leave the country in droves. Hopefully, at 65% of the voting bloc, young Nigerians will come out en masse to vote in 2023 and ensure Nigeria never stoops again to having a leader who is so unaware. What will you remember President Buhari for? Second Niger Bridge? Railway lines to Maradi? Chinese loans? Please leave your comments on our social media platforms, but don't forget, you will succeed in 2022.